Welcome back to Legends Never Die, where neither will you if you know Jesus. We're going to have a little fun with some of my YouTube and non YouTube friends tonight. We actually have our fantasy baseball draft starting in 25 seconds. I see Theo's in the chat instead of in the live stream like he's supposed to be. What a jerk. He must be mad he didn't get the first pick. But we're going to draft and hang out and talk, and whoever shows up, great. And if people don't, who cares? We're going to have fun anyways. So, Dom, Dave, glad to have you guys here.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, likewise. I think this is cool that we're doing it. I know it's not the most common thing to see these streams in our community. I luckily do have the first overall pick, and just as I had last year, I will be drafting the greatest active player, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, man. All right, who's George taking? Who do you think George is going to be taking?
I would assume it's Judge or Witt.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Oh, okay. He took. Let's see.
He went Judge.
Judge.
So now we've got
Dave. You're on the clock.
I really got to figure out my backup plan. Because I know
Dave went Paul Skeens third overall.
Whoa.
Michael, give me a thumbs up if you're good. I don't know if that was a thumbs up.
So then we had Paul Skeens to Dave at third, and then Bobby Witt fourth overall. I am on the clock. What's up, Mikey?
For those of you that don't know, Jake, you want to give a breakdown of the pitcher scoring in this league as to why Paul Skeens would go, third overall?
Yeah, after my pick, when you're not trying to distract me, Dom, okay?
I would totally want the auto pick, man.
Okay?
Jose Ramirez.
Fifth. Pitching is more valuable in this league than a regular points scoring league. It is a point scoring league head-to-head because you only get 3 moves a week, and pitchers scoring is a little bit higher than average. So you get a point per out, you get a point for strikeout, you get -1 for walk, -1 for hit by pitch, -2 for earned run. A win is 5, a quality start is 5. Saves are 7, holds are 3, if I remember correctly, 3 or 5. So pitchers are a little bit more valuable than what you typically see. So you'll probably see more go early and often than in a typical draft.
Yeah, it was definitely a learning curve joining this league with the pitcher scoring, but totally understand why Dave went Paul Skeens so early because the upside there is just crazy.
Well, and it's designed to try and force people to make moves for pitching every week to remain active, and not always a direct correlation, but there is a high one of activity with making moves to maximize your number of starts with those limited moves. Often helps make the difference in winning and losing. We would like to welcome Mikey Rich to the chat, making his YouTube debut on my channel. He's one of my best friends from high school. What's up, Mikey?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Not much. I'm just here getting this draft in tonight. I have to go to work early in the morning, so this is my last thing to do for the night.
And who'd you take there at 6, 7, 8 overall? Who'd you go with?
I went with Mookie Betts. Although the day-to-day thing scared me, but after reading it, it's just that he's sick, so not too worried about Mookie. He's pretty durable.
The shortstop eligibility is very nice as well.
That's the other thing that led me to him as well. I'm on the clock again.
Yeah, I was like, Mikey's back on the clock again already.
Yeah, it's flying.
Yep.
In the chat, Theo drafted Skubal and Zach Wheeler, 2 stud pitchers to start his draft. Our good buddy Lou Rock TV at the turn drafted Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in his walk year and Yordan Alvarez, 2 very scary hitters. So draft's flying by so far.
I know Mikey likes that. He's got to be at work early.
Yes. Very early.
Also, are you like jinxing yourself with your leftover team name from last year that like everyone you pick it says injured list?
I thought about that actually before we drafted. I was like, I should probably change it before we draft, but I ran out of time, so I'll get it afterwards. Come up with a good name pun.
Man, I'm on the clock here again in just a couple picks. I don't know what I want to do.
Shocker. Will drafted Gunnar Henderson.
Didn't see that coming.
Second round value, though. Look at him.
All right. Let's see. I'm focusing.
James on the clock.
Theo's asking if Mike loves Trout. I'm not sure if that's an injured list pun or an actual question.
Could be both.
Mike loves Trout. He's talking about me?
I believe so.
Oh. I like Mike Trout for like 80 games out of the year if he can make it that long. I don't know if he'll make it a full season.
I'm hoping with the move to right field that we will see 100+ games out of him this year.
I thought we were going to see him come back.
Lately.
I thought we were going to see him come back last year, and Jake sniped him off the. I dropped him. Jake sniped him off the IL or off the waivers after I dropped him, and then he ended up not coming back. So I was like, okay,
Yeah, it
good
didn't
deal.
go off.
I was like, what does Jake know that I don't know?
Trying to outsnipe everybody else, it just didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Well, I had so many injuries last year. I had ran out of luck.
I've actually taken back-to-back hitters here.
Yeah,
don't
so you're
remember.
getting on the Dodger bandwagon with me and Mikey. Freddie Freeman
Hold
going to
on.
you.
Whoa, hold on. Freddie Freeman, always in my heart. I'll just throw the Dodger blue. Okay. I don't remember the last time I took back-to-back hitters to start a draft.
Yeah, it's tough in this league. As Dave does George does exactly what I expect him to do and snipe Corbin Carroll from me right before I pick. Okay.
He said
I
Freeman's
could not
too
believe he
old.
fell this far.
I have no interest in Corbin Carroll.
I had a lot of interest in Corbin Carroll. I think he's going to be a MVP finalist this year.
Really?
How much money we
And
put
you
on that?
got 2 picks to go down. Like you got to pick
No,
somebody.
I do, man. Corbin Carroll was going to be a smash first pick, and then I was going to think about the second pick. Now I have to think about both picks.
Yeah.
All right.
Decisions.
Going Garrett Crochet. I've been obsessed with watching him in a Red Sox uniform this spring.
I think Simeon's still open for you.
He is. He's a little further down.
You could do that. You should do that, Dom. I mean, do you believe in the man or not?
I believe in the man. I do.
I mean, I don't. I'm not picking him next.
With Crochet, are you concerned that the Red Sox might baby him a little bit?
Not really. I think he's a fantastic player.
Well, yeah, he's amazing when he's on the mound. I'm just wondering if he's going to get a whole lot of innings this year or not.
Yeah, that's not what he asked you, Dom. Distractions.
I know the innings. I'm gonna go with Corbin Burns too.
Don't hate it.
Yeah, I think what the White Sox. It was his first year being stretched out as a starter last year, and in the second half of the year, they kind of kept the dog on a leash, and I think the Red Sox haven't extended him yet, they're going to let him really try to be a full year starter. And this spring, it's crazy. He has an 18 K per nine so far this spring. He looks absolutely electric. He's a absolute horse on the mound. And was a huge steal for me first week of free agency when he was named the White Sox opening day starter last year.
What did the Red Sox, or I'm sorry, what did the White Sox get for him?
Prospects.
Kyle Teal and Braden Montgomery were 2 top 50 prospects that they got from the Red Sox.
What a jerk, George. What a jerk.
Jake, you want to address this?
You know, Don James at Elite Hunters, that spot could have been yours. That's all I'm going to say. All right, really quick pick here. Bang.
I was between Burns and Reagans with the pick. It doesn't look like Reagans has relief pitcher eligibility anymore.
He doesn't.
So that's a big blow to him. That's why he was such a target for me last year.
Same. Well, and I thought about taking Chris Sale at that slot just for the sake of having a Braves pitcher, but George took that opportunity away from me and made it much easier for me to just pick Reagans, who's rated higher and is younger and is less likely to get hurt.
Yeah. For Fernando Tatis Jr. and Ellie De La Cruz going in the 3rd round, I think is really interesting because those are 2 super electric players. Dang it, James. So how are we feeling about the 2025 Major League Baseball season? We have games in Tokyo this week that actually count. And then opening day is, right around the corner.
I'm excited to have baseball on in the background at the church like every day again.
Jake will be tuning into every single Rangers game to, watch, the amazing Hall of Fame career of Marcus Semien. That'll just be.
That is not how I would phrase it. But I will lose a lot of anxiety of watching meaningless Marcus Semien at bats.
Meaningless.
Only to me and Dom, really.
It's as meaningless as you want it to be, man.
Oh, it's meaningful to me. I like being able to see what Dom's thinking because he has it on the screen as he just like.
Yeah, I was hoping that. I was hoping that I could share my screen and draft on my phone, but ESPN sucks and does not allow you to draft on 2 devices simultaneously. So
it's okay. Probably.
Thankfully, there's only 4 out of 10 people in the league here watching what I'm doing.
I just realized it when you switched the position. I was like, oh, I can see what Dom's doing.
Dom, I wasn't really paying attention to what you were doing because I'm thinking of my next pick.
Yeah, Dave, you're the one drafting the closest to me here. So, I would pay attention if I were you.
Snake him, Dave.
I can't even see the screen. See what's on the screen, man. Like it's so small. So,
you don't have us on full screen right now?
No.
Well, for us, we're flipping in and out of this, probably the StreamYard and the.
Oh, I got you full screen now.
Blue Rock TV, 4 straight hitters goes Machado and Harper. Studs. Future Hall of Famers.
Who's his other 2?
Vladdy and Jordan.
Dang, all hitters. Hot.
Yes, and all of his corner spots are already filled.
Wow. Well, Theo's went 3 pitchers, 1 hitter so far.
Let's see.
Mikey on the clock.
I got 2 pitchers and 1 hitter.
I've got 2
Yes,
hitters.
I have 2 pitchers and, 1 hitter pitcher as well. Shohei.
Do I want to do this?
I ask myself that often in this.
Oh man, I had catchers pulled up, and William Contreras goes. Shocker. Pablo Lopez. I believed so much in Pablo Lopez last year, and he killed me in fantasy. Not that he had a bad year, but he just didn't have a Pablo Lopez year. Yeah.
We got James on the clock and then me. So what should I do here? Should I go yet another hitter or get my second pitcher?
We know you, Jake. You're going to draft 27 pitchers and figure the rest out later.
Look, man, I drafted back-to-back hitters to start this draft. You should note that.
Oh man. I was just thinking about him too, Jake. Oh well, I was thinking like that James took. I was thinking of Matt Fried. I was thinking about taking him, but
yeah, he plays for the Yankees now. So,
dang it, Jake!
Wow, pitcher to Jake.
Yeah, I was thinking about him next. All right,
well, I don't know how I should feel about that since both of you guys wanted him.
It'll be
I guess
right.
good. Since Mikey is a league champion of his work league, I guess I should feel good about it.
I had him last year in that league, actually. I traded. Did I tell you about that trade?
Maybe. What did you trade?
Last year in that league, I traded Shane Bieber for Logan Webb the day before Shane Bieber went down.
Oh,
He was lights out to begin the year, Shane Bieber.
Yeah, I traded him 1-for-1 because I knew the
He's
guy
looking
that
real
he
good.
really liked. He really liked Shane Bieber, and I was like, wow, I think Logan Webb has a lot of upside. And I did the trade, not knowing Shane Bieber was going to be hurt the next day. Missed the rest of the season and half of this year, too.
I like
Yeah,
that
those
as a
trades are always
consolation
good.
prize, Dave.
Say that again.
I like that as a consolation prize to Webb. I've always liked Luis Castillo.
Yeah.
I don't see it with Castillo, man. He's got swagger, but he
got
forever was
swagger.
like, this is an ace. Forever they were like, this is an ace, but I mean, I don't.
For
I think
fantasy
he's just
purposes,
a solid guy.
Well, I agree, but I think for fantasy purposes that he's slightly underrated. Like he's just solid. Like he's not gonna like dominate, but he's good. And Yamamoto also went to Jared. Not like the jewelry store, but like our friend Jared.
Michael King, who was a fantastic guy for me last year.
We've had 6 pitchers picked in a row. Just saying, Dom. 6 pitchers picked in a row.
I know. Who's even left?
Nobody.
Oh, these guys stink.
Yeah, they're terrible. You should probably take Simeon now.
You know, as tempting as that sounds.
Just saying, man.
What's the inside joke about Simeon? You guys don't like Simeon?
That's one of my guys.
Oh, I see.
So in mine and Dom's podcast, Wrecking Cooperstown, we have this running thing of like he thinks Simeon is a future Hall of Famer and I think Ozzy Albies is a future Hall of Famer at the same position. But they're obviously not the same age. They're at different points in their career, blah, blah, blah. But it's this ongoing like rivalry between Albies and Simeon that they're completely unaware of, but me and Dom are.
Right.
So that's why I watch a lot of Simeon at bats just to pull against him.
I see.
Oh, they're aware, dude.
Oh, they are? You let them know?
They're aware.
Didn't know
Oh,
that.
man.
So Dom took Jackson Churio. He's now picking here again, back-to-back. Young outfielder, Jackson Churio. He doesn't know what to do here. He's
These
panicking.
back-to-backs
with
are tough,
7
dude.
seconds left. He doesn't know what to do. He's scrolling. He's thinking. He's looking.
It auto picked me.
Wow.
All right.
Doubled up on outfield on the auto pick with Stephen Kwan.
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow. And you're the host of this thing.
It is hard to. Yeah, it is. It's a lot harder to draft on the computer for me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I see the keyboard master here chiming in on their text.
Oh, yeah. Theo.
Yeah.
Wow. Really talking some smack to you there, Dominic.
Oh, he got the link.
And he's not here. Talking a big game.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Jared's going to be mad.
Acuna.
What? Okay. Let's see.
That's crazy.
I would have rather taken the shot on Acuna than Stephen Kwan.
I mean, fair. But Julio Rodriguez just went right after him. I mean, I love Ronnie.
I know, another guy that I'd rather have. I don't know why Stephen Kwan's ranked so high.
Do I like him enough?
We're gonna look back
Okay.
at this draft, and that's gonna be the one that killed me.
Could be. Could be. You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Dang it, Jake.
Another guy I
Again.
would have rather had over Stephen Kwan.
And
Why
yet,
is,
here
why
we
is
are.
Kwan ranked so high, man? What were his stats?
Well, thanks to, Dom going back-to-back outfielders. We've had 5 out of the last 7 now picks that just went outfielders, run on outfield.
He had 602 points last year, and they're projecting him to get 90 more points.
What's he suddenly going to do better? Are they projecting?
I'm not sure. He had a little more power last year than in years past. But just for example, to hype you up, Jake.
Thanks, man.
My boy Jaron Duran, who break out last year for fantasy,
You mean
scored
my boy.
791 points last year,
He's on my team.
and is projected to score more points, but has a lower ADP than Stephen Kwan. I
Yep.
could understand in like a categories league with batting average, but is he really going to hit for that much higher than an average than a Duran?
Probably not like insanely high.
I'm
Insanely
pretty upset
higher.
about that one.
Austin Riley to
Corey
Mikey
Seager.
and Corey Seager to Theo. Imagine that. Will took another now former Oriole, Anthony Santander. James took.
I think the Blue Jays are going to be a lot better than everyone's expecting them to be this year.
Yeah,
Why?
I really do.
you gonna save it
Because
for
they actually, I'll be
the
doing my AL predictions on Saturday. But I just think the Blue Jays are being counted out for literally no reason. With the Yankees' recent injuries and the improvements to, all the other teams, I could totally see the whole division being in the mid 80s where wins. The Blue Jays could be right there. Lou Rock with another hitter takes Alex Bregman. Boston Red Sox fan Lou Rock confirmed. That's great to see.
Dude, Lou must not be watching this because he got no pictures, dog.
I think Lou did this last year too. I think Carlos Rodon was like his starting pitcher too.
That
last
worked out
year.
well.
He had a nasty outfield. But yeah, that's quite literally all of his corner spots now.
Dave, how you
He goes
feeling
into
about
the util?
how you feeling about the Tigers season, Dave?
I don't know yet. Haven't really paid too much to them so far during the spring training. I haven't, looked into them or nothing. Just what I hear on MLB radio. And I haven't gotten there yet.
Coming off their first playoff appearance since 2014.
Yeah.
I keep getting sniped, and it's frustrating.
Merrill, I like, who Theo just got.
I wanted Merrill. I
Another
was literally about to take him.
outfielder I would have drafted. I would have drafted over Stephen Kwan.
Oh man,
Stephen
Tell me
Kwan
another-
better win the batting title.
How do
Tell
you
me
guys feel
another
about your
outfielder.
Braves this year?
I could go to the outfield list right now, Jake. And there's probably still 3 or 4 guys I'd rather take over.
Well,
Okay,
I'll
not
take
Michael
one of them.
Harris. I'll take Stephen Kwan over Michael Harris.
I'll take one of them and I'll trade him to you for Stephen Kwan.
Okay,
To answer your question, Dave,
that can be arranged.
I feel fairly good about the Braves. I would have liked it better if they would have signed or traded for another starting pitcher of decent caliber. I do love the Druxen Profar signing. And then
Yeah.
it's just going to be all about health and bounce back seasons for some of the Braves.
I'm not anti-Profar, but that is such a Braves move to let a guy have one good season and then go sign him. That was the most Braves thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah, but the thing I like about Profar is that he's a switch hitting, fairly high on base guy, which the Braves desperately need somebody that's not just all about power. So I like that. And finally, once Acuna's back, in theory, there will be no more rotating door.
I mean, like I said, I'm not anti-Profar. I like the move, but it's such a Braves thing to do, to watch a guy have one good season and then go grab him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If they can stay healthy, they could be dangerous. And their pitching isn't as shallow as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I don't want to be like super optimistic, but Grant Holmes looked good last year, and I think he is going to take that 5th spot. Well, actually, I'm sorry, not Grant Holmes. He does look good, but I guess Smith Shawver right now is probably going to take the 5th spot, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Ian Anderson supposedly has been in that battle as well, but he hasn't looked as
He's
good.
been terrible. He's been awful. And
I think
only one that's been worse is Elder, probably.
Yeah, I think it should be AJ Smith-Shawver.
No,
Yes, but Anderson
Marcus
is-
Simeon just got drafted.
Oh my
Jared
gosh,
drafted
Jake.
Marcus Simeon.
Jared took him.
Jared was listening. Jared was
took him.
listening.
So-
That's hilarious.
The reason that I've been passing on Marcus Simeon is his current ADP. His current ADP
Straight to the
is
bench, you
in
say.
like
He
8th or
said
9th
straight
round.
to the bench. He's gonna bench him.
That's
This
savage.
just means
dude.
that
That's
Marcus Simeon's
savage.
going to have a huge bounce back year that a hater like Jared decided to.
Dude, Jared, if you're listening, when you play Dom, bench Simeon and beat him just for rubbing your face.
Straight to the bench.
Uh-oh, Dom's getting kicked out of the draft.
Yes, and the reason I'm getting kicked out of the draft is so I can draft on my phone.
You're on the clock, homie.
He forgot his password.
Oh no.
I was
Oh,
like, if he
man.
auto picks again, talk about like an all-time fumble.
You got Gosman?
He
did.
get Gosman.
I do think the Blue Jays are going to be a lot better than last year.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the Cubs are going to be one of the biggest improvements, and their roster got a lot better.
And
All right.
DeGrom.
Interesting.
Yes, so I would have picked Simeon here.
I bet you would have.
And because he was no longer on the board, I need upside. And Jacob DeGrom as my SP4, I feel pretty good about taking that shot. He's coming to the year healthy, and when he's on the field is awesome. So maybe it's Chris Sale 2.0 coming back and beating the injury bug.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm still a firm believer that DeGrom is the best pitcher in baseball when he's on the mound. He just needs to be on the mound.
Yeah, I don't know if he's necessarily the best pitcher anymore, but he's top tier for sure.
Well, he's what? Well, yeah. I mean, he's not Scooble, obviously, but is he gonna pitch? I mean, when was the last time he pitched 100 innings? Like 2018, 19, something like that.
Mhm.
Over 100 innings, I should say.
Dave, who you going right here, man?
Yeah.
Clock's running. What you gonna do?
I don't know.
Luis Arise. Always solid.
Yeah, he's very similar to Stephen Kwan in terms of production.
So you
Kwan.
hate Dave's pick? What?
He's a high floor, no ceiling guy. He's solid.
That's fair.
3 straight batting titles, man. That matters.
Schwellenbach.
And now, second baseman we're all pulling for, Ozzy Albies.
Yeah, I thought
I
about taking him for the reverse Simeon jinx, but I just couldn't make myself do it and have to root for him. So I passed.
Jake.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever asked you, but are you team MLB needs a salary cap or no salary cap?
No salary cap. I would prefer a salary floor, if anything.
Yes, they need
You
to
mean so
implement a
that
salary
Pirates
floor.
have to actually spend money?
Yes. Yes.
Gotcha.
I like
And because of the revenue sharing,
Mhm.
yeah, because of the revenue sharing, they essentially do have a salary floor of sorts. That's why the A's spent so much money this offseason with extensions and free agents, was to not have the league come after them for just mooching off the revenue sharing.
Yeah, I think there needs to be I would like to see an additional one.
Clay Holmes.
Like
Opening day starter for the Mets. Relief
the
pitcher eligibility. I like it.
like it won't happen, Mikey, but like just what I would do if I could just like wave my magic wand and make the union and the team owners agree. Okay, still no salary cap, implement a salary floor, players reach free agency faster, no more clock manipulation with guys being stashed in the minors when they're good enough to be on their teams on opening day to try and level the playing field a little bit. And of course, somehow we're going to get rid of all regional TV deals, and now MLB owns it all. No more blackouts. You can buy your own team or the entire MLB from them, and that's that. But
Jake, I know this is fantasy baseball, but you're talking fantasy life.
I said wave my magic wand.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you about the salary floor for sure. I also don't think the Dodgers should be able to do what they're doing. I don't like deferrals. I think that's terrible.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, how many times are you going to have somebody that's not getting paid on your team? They're just living off of whatever you call it, sponsorships and whatnot.
Endorsements. Well, see, this is the problem. Like, the Dodgers were just the first people to figure it out and have the right guy at the right time that will agree to do it. And Shohei Ohtani, because he's making bazillions of dollars off endorsements, he don't care that he's not getting paid by the Dodgers until then. It's legal. The other thing is that just other teams aren't willing to do it. Like, for example, the Braves are owned by Liberty Media. They didn't get to where they are by not making smart money decisions. They don't care about winning baseball games, only from the standpoint of how much more money can it make them. You know, if we were owned like by the Mets owner or the Mark Cubans of the world, you know, formerly of the Mavericks, with owners that just want to win, that'd be great. The Dodgers ownership clearly wants to win at all costs. And while I hate them, I can't really be mad at it when we could do the same thing.
Exactly.
Can you
Speaking
do
of
the
the
same
Dodgers,
thing though? Like, are there any players in reality, like besides Shohei, that can afford that? I mean, obviously the veterans can because they've been paid millions and millions of dollars already. But if you're talking about prospects who haven't made their money yet, they can't do that.
Well, they can't sign a free agent contract either.
yeah, they're not deferring payments for those guys.
This is the thing, Mikey. Like, I'll use another example on the flip side. Like, it all comes down to, like, what's the athlete's mentality? Like, what do they really care about? What drives them? What's important for them? Like, Dom, on the flip side, likes to bash Ozzy Albies and his contract. Ozzy was quoted after he signed his contract that, like, his family was set for life. Like, he could bring everybody from his home country. He didn't, like, he's happy. Like, he's not upset about the money. He didn't want the huge contract. He wanted to take care of his family now. So, like, it comes down to the individual player. And that's a tough thing to quantify, that human element until you're, like, in those negotiations. So who knows?
Yeah, that's fair.
It wasn't Nolan Arenado supposed to be going to the Tigers. Was that the talk? Am I right?
The Tigers called, but I don't think they offered enough. He does not want to go hit in that ballpark, I don't think, though.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
You don't like Ian Happ? Or
Not really.
I'm glad that your pick in round 8 is my pick in round 5. You want to trade Ian Happ for Stephen Kwan?
Yes, I'll do that.
All right, we'll talk.
All right. Deal.
Oh, Jared picked Profar.
I thought really hard about taking him. I just couldn't do it. I didn't want to jinx him. I feel like I would jinx him.
Man, I was about to pull the trigger on him. But I'll take Donovan.
He's a solid player, man.
Well, I need an outfield.
Roki Sasaki.
No, they put Donovan in my second base slot.
Ooh, I like Lawrence Butler a lot, Dom.
I do too, man.
I didn't think I'd have to take him this high, but I like that a lot.
Yeah, after the Albies thing, I'm willing to reach for some guys in terms of ADP.
I know who I want with my next pick this time. We'll see if we get there.
So I just double tapped Lawrence Butler and Junior Caminero.
What do you guys think about Christian Walker?
The oblique scares me, to be honest with you.
Steady. Yeah, he's a steady guy when he's on the field, but
I agree with Dom. It's just that, man, obliques, even when you recover, can devastate a player's season. It's a tough injury for a hitter. For anybody, but you know what I mean. George on the clock here. Justin Steele, and now Dave's on the clock.
Mm-hmm. What do I got left here?
Where you gonna go, Dave? Where you gonna go?
gonna round out your infield, Dave. Brian Reynolds.
I'll get there.
Now you have to watch Pirates games, Dave.
Hey,
Yeah,
That's
Steam
fine by
starts
me.
and everything.
I mean, I tried to watch a damn Pirates and Tigers game the other day, and it wasn't broadcast. And I was like, these bastards.
All right, Dom, here's my first reach.
I think you've had a few already, but
Woo!
I like Bowden Francis,
Oh
man.
wow,
I do like him.
that's a huge reach. Big reach, Jake.
It is.
Big reach.
He's relief pitcher eligible, Mikey. Relief pitcher eligible.
I
I understand, but that is a
It's
reach.
just-
And I do somewhat
Let's
believe
see.
in the Blue Jays like Dom, and he was really good down the stretch last year.
Listen.
Really good.
I'm the first
I
advocate
actually-
for Bowden Francis. He won me my other fantasy league last year.
Oh, yeah, I
Because I
forgot.
picked him
Me
up
and
late
you
in the
both had him,
season.
yeah.
When he
Yeah.
first came up last year because of the relief pitcher eligibility, I picked him up and he got shelled, and I just dropped him. And then he came
then
back
I
up
got
and was
him.
lights out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was awesome. I just don't know if he can keep it up.
Yeah, his
That's
first
what
couple
I'm
starts
scared
were
of.
ugly, but he's got the frame and stuff to be, an everyday guy.
Hunter Brown.
Yeah, Hunter Brown, I
What was
think,
that?
has real all-star ace upside this year. I like him.
For sure. All right. All right. I might reach here. Actually, I don't know if it's really considered. It's not considered a reach. It's just a upside. We'll call it upside.
If I didn't have the Quan pick, I would have double tapped Butler and Wood, but I
think
couldn't just
Dom's
ignore my
Theo
infield.
wants to trade. Theo, who do you want to trade? Huh?
What's
Theo
that?
wants to trade.
He always wants to trade.
He wants Paul Skeens for like his 18th round pick.
Nope.
Yeah, he wants both of your Pirates players for one guy.
That he probably took in the 13th round. That's currently available. That you
That's how it
can
goes.
I think if Dom does not trade Stephen Kwan, his team name is going to be like, it's Kwan's fault. Or I hate
Kwan's
or like, I hate you, Steven.
I think my team name might change, even though I have Shohei Ohtani and say, hey, kids can still be a thing. It might change if I start off slow to Quan Sequences. Because this is my whole draft is unraveling from not being able to get him. Like, I would have rather reached on Simeon at that pick than, picked Quan. He has no upside whatsoever in this league. You can break DiMaggio's hitting streak this year, and it'll get me like 56 points, and that's it.
That would get you at least 112.
No, but all the outs and strikeouts and whatever else.
That guy doesn't strike out that much.
Yeah. He's a good ball player. I hate him at that pick.
Ian
We don't
Happ
hate
for
players.
Stephen
We hate
Kwan, baby.
ADPs. We hate ADPs, and that's a bad ADP for Stephen Kwan.
Ian Happ for Stephen Kwan, baby.
I think I can do better.
Look, it's
Anybody
on
in
the
this
table.
league, if you want Stephen Kwan, I'll trade you. I don't care if it's someone you picked a couple rounds later. There's a lot of guys I like as much or more than Stephen Kwan.
Well, if I stay with Ian Happ, I get to watch more day baseball. Thank you, Cubs.
Wrigleyville, man.
All right, Dom. So after the draft,
Leo got a steal. I could not believe
who you
Great
get rid
lasted
of? Who you trading Quan for?
Best offer, man.
I ain't
Which
offering
is
you nothing.
currently
I'm
my
The team
Like-
drafts a bunch of.
It's currently my offer.
Somebody
It's the
drafts a lot of swing and miss.
best. Mikey, I like that pick, by the way.
Thank you, Vinny P.
Why haven't
One of the
you,
funniest dudes in
not-
baseball.
How come Will hasn't made a channel yet?
That's a great question,
We've
Dave.
been pushing him.
I've been pushing him for years. Oh, dang it, Will.
Oh, who's James taking?
Well, not Carlos Rodon because Lou already got that pick out of the way.
Oh, Harris. Okay.
Oh, Jared is going to be
I'm
ticked.
surprised Harris lasted this. He picked Simeon like 6 rounds before Michael Harris. Just let the record show.
Wow. Wow.
That's actually hilarious. I like Christopher Sanchez, man.
Is
He's a good
I
pitcher.
do too.
yeah.
I like him too.
That's my go.
I'm not going to lie. If he didn't get picked literally right before me, I was going to pick Michael Harris just for the heck of it.
Just for the memes.
Just for the memes. But it worked out well for me. I picked Christopher Sanchez instead.
Yeah, I like that. I do.
Teoscar Hernandez off the board. Brendan Pfaadt. Freddie Peralta.
Who's your AL and NL pick for rookie of the year this year?
NL, Roki. Sasaki.
so?
Yeah. AL.
I don't know what the Dodgers 12-man rotation.
I mean, true. I think he may be one of the only constants, though. The way it's
Yeah,
been.
no, that's fair.
Casas. What a dummy. Someone give that
I
guy
still
some
believe,
public
man. I
training.
still believe.
I think Casas is good.
No,
You don't like Casas, Jake?
I think he's very good.
I'm just talking about his comments in this offseason to the media.
Oh, what'd he say?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
He said Rafael Devers was the best third baseman in the league right after they got Bregman. And what was the other thing he said about veterans? And like Casas is like a second or third year player. What
Hey.
was it he said?
He's got 3 seasons where he's played major league games before this one.
I don't know, Mike. I'd have to look it up again. He said some stuff that, like, dude, why? Like, why? You're shooting yourself in
Isn't
the
Devers
foot.
not even playing third base for them? He's going to DH, right?
Devers
That's
is going to
dumb.
open the season as the DH. They haven't made it. They haven't made it public yet, but they were talking about the second base position battle for the Red Sox, and Alex Bregman's name was not even mentioned. So
I see.
Reggie at third, Devers at DH.
I like Mason Wynn a lot at shortstop, and I also like George Kirby for.
How
Thank you,
long is
sir.
Kirby out for?
Cardinals
Do
in
we
my
know?
NL team. At least a couple starts. They said 2 to 6 weeks.
2 to 6. Well, that's a wide range of weeks.
From the injury. So I think it'll be
All
a
right.
couple starts into the season.
I don't even really like this pick at all, but I think he's fallen too far for me not to take him. And his projection is a significant drop off from his last year, which was a banner year. But
That ballpark, man.
oh, I know I don't like it.
He's not hitting 30 homers in that ballpark.
I don't think so either. But I mean, I would have rather had Mason win. But I would rather had Mason win a couple more rounds later. But I don't like shortstop.
Get your guy, man.
Well, the game of fantasy is balancing logic versus expectations of what everyone else is going to do.
Mason Wynn's going to be the everyday shortstop, leadoff hitter, hit for a good average, stole some bases.
Oh, I like Wynn. I like him a lot. You don't got to sell me on him. It's just like at that point, I take Adames because I really don't like what's at shortstop after him and Wynn.
Yeah, there's a couple other decent guys, but I feel you.
Christian Walker finally went.
Yeah, I don't know if James looked into the injury. Yeah, when you're in the double-digit rounds, I mean, take those shots, I guess.
This one's a tough one for me. I don't know who I want now. Guess I'm going with that.
Yelich, Joe Ryan.
I'm not
I didn't know
super
Yelich still had
happy with
outfield
Yelich, but
eligibility. I
Yep.
thought he was DH only.
no, that's the only reason I took him. If he was DH only, I would not have taken him. No way.
That's fair. Randy Arozarena. So Lou Rock TV. I was trying to mention this earlier when we were on the talk of salary cap, salary floor. But Lou picked his first starting pitcher in round, I think, 9. Yes, so Lou's pitching is Tyler Glasnow, Carlos Rodon, and Devin Williams through 11 picks.
Lou's not here to defend himself. Hate that. The pitching.
I don't know what he's thinking. I said it literally rounds ago when he went 4 straight hitters that his SP2 last year was Carlos Rodon, and it didn't work out so well. And now his SP2 is Carlos Rodon.
And he must not hear us because he took another hitter.
We will see.
Well, he's at his daughter's award ceremony or something.
I don't think
like
he's
that,
listening live to the. I don't think he's listening live. I think he's just drafting.
Yeah.
I like Adolis as a bounce back though. Mikey, I totally missed that you got Lindor too.
Yeah, my infield is not too bad.
It's a lot better than mine right now.
Now I'm going to take another shot on somebody who I think is going to be better back with the same team.
Okay.
I've been eyeballing him, Mikey.
Well, I don't know if I love it or not, though.
Will did it to me.
I like O'Neal
I
Cruz.
can't get off the O'Neal Cruz hype. I was hoping I could pick him at my next pick. Moving to center field this year, we'll see if that helps him stay consistent.
I will miss seeing him at short though, with the rocket for the arm, firing across the infield.
Yeah, I won't miss leading the league in errors at shortstop though. He's a huge man, and he does not field the position well.
One guy that I've noticed who's not fielding his position well is Jason Dominguez. He looks kind of rough.
Oh yeah.
In spring, he doesn't look comfortable in the outfield at all, which makes me wonder if he'll get a spot. I mean, I know his bat's fine. Not worried about that, but who was second errors at shortstop? Was it Arcia?
No. No, he can.
I wanted to see Jake's face.
No, he can.
It wasn't RC.
He can't hit.
I'm just messing with Jake.
No, his glove's fine.
Jake's looking at it.
Yeah, man. Somewhere out there, Jared is like, somehow he knows you said that. He's super angry.
Is he mad?
Super angry.
Super angry.
Braves homer Jared. You don't hear that near as bad as we do, Mikey. He does that in our collecting group chat all the time.
Does what?
Oh, anything about the Braves. I love the Braves, don't get me wrong, but Jared is such a homer, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I am a homer as well, but I also see a lot of the stupid mistakes that they make. I mean, last year it wasn't anybody's fault, really. They just couldn't stay healthy. You can't. Wasn't there was a couple games last year where it was like Olsen was the only starter in the lineup from the beginning of the season. It was crazy.
Yeah, Olsen was the only everyday guy that didn't miss time.
Yeah, the Soler pickup when they already have Ozuna and they're trying to figure out who's going to play DH. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Why would you put Soler in the outfield? Somebody also doesn't look comfortable out there. Jared Jones.
Thought about him.
Same.
Yeah.
I needed to scoop up some infielders because it's getting real dry out there.
He's coming off an injury too, right? Jared Jones?
Jared Jones, he ended the year on the IL.
Yeah.
I think he's healthy now. I know it's 2 years ago, but I really like Matt McLean hitting at the top of Terry Francona's lineup.
Corner outfielder
Max
there.
Muncy.
just buying the lineup there at this point.
Yeah, man. He was, he had a down year last year and was still pretty good for me.
Well, and like you just said, I mean, I'm in a little bit of the same boat with infielders. I needed to grab one. I'll ask Dom this question because I think both of you guys picked before him. How you feeling about your draft? Minus Stephen Kwan. I've heard enough Stephen Kwan talk. How you feeling about your draft, Dom?
A little more upside than floor than I typically would do. But I think, that means my team ceiling is pretty high right now, even with the floor of Stephen Kwan. So I like it. Don't love it yet. Try to round it out well.
Mikey, you just took
All right,
Jordan
Lou.
Westberg.
I did. I took Jordan Westberg.
So now, how are
All-star
you
Jordan
feeling?
Westberg.
Yeah, all-star. How you feeling about your draft, Mikey?
I feel pretty good about my lineup so far. My pitching is okay. I feel pretty good. I'm getting guys at the value that I want to get them at, so I think that's what's important.
Red Sox fan Lou Rock TV just drafted Xander Bogaerts.
And Nick Castellanos. 2 more.
And Strider goes.
Yeah.
I was wondering when he was going to go.
Spencer Strider.
This round.
I was trying to find the timetable for his return, and I couldn't find anything confirmed.
No, I don't think there's anything confirmed, Dom.
That's why I kind of took him off my board. What about you, Dave? How are you feeling about your draft so far?
I like my pitching staff so far. I feel like my outfield. I need a couple more outfielders. My infield is thinking decent, but I will get there. I may not be second place material again this year, but you never know.
I love the confidence, man.
Yeah. I try my best to exude confidence. Oh, man. Let's see. I got 2 ahead of me, and who am I going for now?
Hopefully not the guy I want.
Barrios.
That hurts.
Vientos or Barrios?
I said
Both,
Barrios.
but mainly Vientos. I know you're a Barrios guy.
I often have had him over the years.
It's because of his age and his pace, Jake, and your new line for Hall of Fame pitchers. Barrios is actually a sneaky guy for you.
Yes, he is.
He's gonna crack 1,500 Ks this year.
I knew that.
30 years old.
I've always liked him.
I don't keep track of the Hall of Fame, obviously, like you guys do. Who's going to be in this year's class? What's your predictions?
Like this coming one, like in the fall?
Yeah.
The incoming class is garbage.
Well, catch me up. Catch me up. Who was it last year? Remind me at least, because I saw it, but I already forgot it.
What? Who's getting in
CC
this?
Sabathia, Ichiro Suzuki, and Billy Wagner.
Yeah.
along with Dave Parker and Dick Allen.
Yeah.
Is like who's being inducted this summer that just got elected.
Okay. And you said this coming one is garbage?
For the writers' ballot, it's like
For the
for
first year
newcomers.
candidates.
Yeah, for first year candidates, not great. Which bodes well for our boy Andrew Jones. I do
Need him to
think
get him.
this coming year will be the year for Carlos Beltran. I think Dom
Yes,
agrees
he's
with
pretty
that.
much guaranteed. All right, here we go.
Back-to-back picks for Dominic.
Who's he taking? Who's he taking?
Jake
Jake
Berger?
Berger.
Corner eligibility and a great offense. I like him.
Where's he going to bat in that lineup now?
I think they had him slotted in at 6th last time I looked. He'll be right in the heart of it.
It's a deep lineup.
Oh, yeah. Hitting Marcus Simeon at the top, they're going to do well, man.
What?
Yes, sir.
Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah, he looked good in his return to spring this week.
Dom, where'd you go? Oh, he's back.
Nah.
Did something happen?
It says you left the draft and then you came right back.
Oh, okay.
I do not know.
I was
what
worried it was
wanted
on the
to do.
camera side of things.
No, your camera's fine.
Yeah, there's no way I can make the 2 back-to-back picks without searching for exactly who I want. So I got to use the phone. So it logs me out, logs me back in. Don't want another Quan to happen.
Hmm. I had Burleson last year.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Bo Bichette, Jake.
Didn't get the chance, obviously.
Do you still believe in Bo Bichette? Well, I mean, you had 14 other chances before this one.
I know.
Is there a reason why you're out on your boy?
Yeah. I just want him to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think he can be worse than he was last year.
he was pretty awful.
Not at his age.
All right. I'm about to reach.
Here it comes.
Oh, boy. I love that pick. I was between him and Woodruff.
Yeah, we'll see. I just hope he can stay healthy.
I always liked him too, Robbie Ray.
Yeah. So now that I've already picked him, rumor has it he picked up a changeup
Mhm.
from Scooble. He got coached by Scooble on changeup.
Yeah,
new changeup
there's
that
a
he's
lot
supposed
of
to be
hype for
throwing.
him this spring.
Yep.
Will's picking a lot of my guys this year. I don't like that.
Well, maybe you should have picked your guys before Will picked them.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't have them all, Dave. Like baseball cards, you can't have them all.
Yeah, I know.
But when I see someone get taken off my board, it's Will more often than anyone else. That's why. Jared obviously had the robbery of the night with Simeon. That was traumatizing. Jake, how much do you think I'll have to overpay to get Marcus Simeon away from Jared?
Yeah, a lot. A lot.
I think if it auto picked me Acuna instead of Quan, I could have done it.
Yeah, that's true. You could have done it.
He would have done that 10 times out of 10. How is Steven Kwan's ADP ahead of Ronald Acuna and Julio Rodriguez? Like, how does that?
Well, Acuna's just because he's hurt.
ESPN's the worst. It doesn't matter, dude.
It does matter. That's why.
Half
You asked why.
Shea Bangaliers. I like that.
Bengaliers.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Volpe? He's hidden under the Mendoza line against AA pitchers this spring.
I know.
Lou's probably crying at his at the recital right now.
I hope so.
Walker Bueller.
Are you serious? Oh, I thought I could wait one more round. I like Walker Bueller a lot.
I think he'll be good. I'm a fan.
You're about to go back to back, Dom. Where are you going here? Here it is.
I guess I missed.
Nick
I guess I
Cordero.
missed a player get picked. I just looked for him and he's not on the board. Oh, there he is. That's weird. ESPN does not have a fun platform over here.
Brandon Lau?
Brandon Lau.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow.
Lau.
Wow.
Yes.
Lau.
I like Brandon Lau a lot. I have him in the other league as well as Josh Lowe. So just to make it more confusing for people.
At least you had them both.
Yeah.
You just knew.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Really.
I cannot search on this on the ESPN mobile app. It is not coming up. So I just panic picked Tanner Houck,
Not the
Red
worst
Sox
panic.
All-Star.
Not the worst panic.
No,
pick.
I at least knew I was gonna. I at least knew I was gonna get auto picked that time and was able to pivot. But
Pivot.
that's just annoying. Luis
can you-
Garcia.
Tom, can you see how many people we have in the chat? Is it still just Donnie live stream and no one else? Or Theo?
I believe Theo's in the chat. I don't know who the other couple people watching are.
Theo said, "I'm here."
Got one guy. Theo, how are you feeling about your draft? Tell us.
Let's take a gander.
Champion lineup.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
Theo
say,
is the returning champ. Respect. He drafted Rafael Devers, so he has an amazing team.
So
I like his pitching a lot. Do like his pitching a lot.
so Theo
Google,
and I
Wheeler, Snell, Ober, Gray.
tied for wins last year, but he had more points.
I was wondering when Luis Robert was going to go.
Yeah. If he plays a full season, it's a great pick.
I like Eovaldi a lot. Very happy I got him.
That's usually one of my guys in this range for fantasy, but did not get that. He's getting the opening day nod again for Texas.
He
Hey, who are you
is.
guys playing? Who's your first game against?
Texas.
No. I'm saying like
Anthony
who in the
Eovaldi.
league? No, who
Oh, I
are you
didn't look
playing
at
in
that
the
yet.
league? I got Lou.
I'll look after the draft for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look.
Yeah, Nate Eovaldi's first start he's going to get lit up by his former team.
How dare you?
It's just the way it goes, man.
The one time
Welcome,
Marcus
Jux.
Stroman- Hey, Jux. He has a channel now. You guys should check it out. He just started. Like, he has like his second video up.
Who?
Jux Collectibles. He just commented in our live stream.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the. I'm not even paying attention to the chat. Trying to figure out who I'm taking next.
That's another big spring training darling, Gavin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Ronel Blanco was so good for me last year. But he also lost relief pitcher eligibility.
Diaz goes. Jake, you should come up here this summer and go to a O's game or a Nats game with me.
I would love to.
Let's do it. Make it happen.
I am on a self-imposed no-flight list until at least then. Just because, Oakley's so little.
Yeah. That's fair. You just drive, dude.
Oh, problem solved. Me and him, road trip. Me and Nika. It'll be great.
It'll be sick.
I didn't realize you were still up there, Mikey.
This is the guy I was searching for last time.
Yeah, I'm still in DC.
How much longer are you going to be up there?
Probably for a while.
Okay.
Not looking to leave anytime soon. I can stay pretty much as long as I want. So.
Wait, hold on. You were looking at not being there.
Are you talking about the Colorado thing?
Yeah. I didn't know what you were going to say. So.
No, I probably won't do that just because we're in a really good spot here with the way everything's going. So I don't know. We bought our house here 5 years ago when the market was still down. So right now it makes sense to stay with what we're locked into and everything.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm only 4 hours from my parents' house, so it's not too bad.
It's true. I mean, I'm not upset at all that you're staying on the East Coast.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to make it the next 8 years here, but at least a couple more years probably.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy that I was searching for last round was Chris Bubich from the Kansas City Royals,
Mm-hmm.
who looks to have won their 5th starter job, relief pitcher eligible.
Oh, Soroka goes.
Did not come up when I searched him the first time.
I thought I'd be able to get him later.
There's a lot of Braves love in this league, so
Yeah, well,
more Brave like that's going to get propped up.
Unfortunately, he never really did too much for the Braves.
Other than when he, was good and then
It
got hurt.
doesn't matter for Jared if he wore the jersey.
That's fair.
This is quite accurate.
He's in.
Okay, so at this point, with him being like the team's ace,
Sebby?
I mean,
Are you at all worried about him pitching in a minor league ballpark?
No, that's not so much about like how good I think Severino is going to be. Like this is like me expecting him to be break even or a little bit lesser than last year in round 19. Like, I'm happy with that.
I wanted Matt Shaw. The fact that they're giving him 3rd, 2nd, and short right away. That's useful. Will picks another Oriole, Colton Cowser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the kind of range where you Royce Lewis. Fitting for the injured list, Mike.
Yeah, I gotta have somebody that's
Frequency
hurt.
there.
That is name appropriate.
Gotta have somebody on the IL. right? Why would you have IL spots if you're not going to put somebody on them?
Yeah.
So you're just preemptively drafting for the IL spot to really fill out the roster.
Yeah.
I want every spot full.
I forgot what it was, but he did get like walked off the field this spring for something already.
His knee. He's
Yeah.
having knee problems. But if he's healthy, he's solid. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he was like a
At this point, I
7th
feel
or 8th
like
round
we're at the
pick
point in the
last year.
draft where you can afford to miss one or two.
Or 7. I'm gonna go for 7.
7 whole misses.
At least. Between injuries and guys that don't perform, I'll be cycling through the back end of my roster.
Oh yeah.
Lou loves Shane Baz, man.
Yeah, he does.
Jackson Holiday. Post hype.
Mhm.
I like the Arrighetti pick. I do like that.
Well, I took a couple picks ago, but I took Nico Horner, planning to, if he is hurt, stash him. That's fine. If not, I've got insurance for middle infield stuff. Dang it, Will. That's literally who I was going to pick. How dare you?
UConn's own George Springer.
My last
UConn.
fielder.
Sean Murphy. Ooh.
Guess who took him? I
Yeah.
give you one guess.
Is it Jared?
Yes.
Dude, Sean Murphy is honestly, I mean, he has a ton of upside, obviously, but the guy cannot stay healthy.
No.
And didn't he break a rib last year? Same
Last year
thing he
was-
did this year.
Last year it was oblique.
So same area.
Yeah, dude can't.
I'm
catch
not
a ball.
convinced. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but I'm not convinced that it's not his swing. He swings so hard, and it's not pretty. Like he swings as hard as he can at every ball that he likes.
He does swing
Like-
really hard.
It looks violent, and I think that's what does it to his midsection.
Maybe, Dr. Mikey, maybe.
Yes, sir. You know, when you pick at one end of the draft, it's a long time before the next pick comes around.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Very long.
It takes a while. He got Drake Baldwin too.
Jared.
He got Drake Baldwin too. How do you feel about Jake Baldwin, Jake?
He's looked really good, man. I mean, he's
Yeah.
hit everywhere he's been. I just didn't think that. Well, obviously, I didn't think Murphy was going to get hurt, so I didn't think like he'd be up this year. Like maybe not at all. But now he's going to get every opportunity to not let them send him back.
It's going to be the difference between the bat and the glove. Like, obviously, Murphy, you want Murphy behind the plate. He's a great catcher. His pop time, I think, is still top 3 in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
And he's got good pitch framing metrics as well. And like the comparisons with the ERA with him catching as opposed to any other catcher for the Braves and so on.
Yeah.
But
I remember when Garrett Cole and Jamison Tyon were supposed to feed families in Pittsburgh. That
yeah,
was a time.
what a time.
We're in the home stretch, folks. 3 rounds left.
Almost.
A lot of Dodgers, Blue Jays, Cubs.
Oh.
I should have took Profar instead of Hap. Just to have
Yeah, it
him
wasn't very
go.
homer of you.
No.
Nasty Nestor. Lou still believes.
Former Yankee.
I feel bad for him, man. There's no reason why Boone should have put him in that relief situation.
Nope.
And he'll always be remembered now as the guy that gave up the walk-off grand slam. He'll be signing those photos like Ralph Branca for years. There goes Jason Dominguez.
Yep.
Jake,
That's
can we
what I was
add
talking crap
negative
about.
points for bad fielding?
No.
No, it's too late. Nope.
No?
It's too late. Mm-mm.
I think we can retroactively add that.
No. See, here's the problem. You guys are like my other league now, and you want to change the rules after the draft.
When you say you guys, you mean Dom,
You use guys.
not me.
Mikey, you have to remember, I have 0 power here. I'm just here for the chaos.
Mhm.
Well, you're insinuating a lot.
Oh, yeah. Least I can do, man.
Yeah. I am worried about. I think the problem with Dominguez, I took him late, so I like it, but
Mhm.
I am worried that he could lose a spot if his defense is bad enough. He could lose a spot in the rotation.
Yeah, he
Yep.
could end up, working his way into being their leadoff hitter. But he, like you said, he could also end up back in AAA. So
Yeah,
the
that's
range
what
of
I'm worried
outcomes there
about.
is pretty wide.
Since we're doing a live and draft and everything, I'm just going to rub this in. So I took your guy there, Theo. Took your guy. Showing cards on the live. Got to show some kind of cards in here, right?
Yeah, got to do it.
Doesn't hurt, man. Doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt. Here's another nice one right there.
Who's Jake gonna reach on now? Oh, that's a Brave.
A relief pitcher eligible, Brave, baby. Gonna start.
Is he even gonna start the year in the rotation?
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I actually don't hate Grant Holmes. He's like the kind of guy that you want as a sixth starter. Step up and do his thing.
Manaya.
Okay. We're going a little faster here at the end.
It's bedtime.
Oh, yeah, true that.
Yep. Almost.
Oh man, I gotta be up in 5 hours. So
Ooh, fun
let's
times.
go. Yep.
Are there any talks on anybody picking up Lance Lynn?
Not that I've heard.
Him and Gibson are still out there, and I don't know why.
How old is Lance Lynn now?
He is up there.
They're both
but
in their late 30s or mid 30s.
I didn't see anything he did last year with the Cardinals, right? He was with the Cardinals last year?
Yeah.
I didn't see or hear about him at all, really.
Yeah, the Cardinals had a pretty forgettable season.
Yep.
I think I had him on my draft last year. I think he did pretty well for me.
My dad's a giant Cardinals fan. I took him to a game here. They played the Nats. They actually won that game, but it's the Nats. So what can you do?
I really liked that Max Scherzer pick there, Dom.
Thanks, man. I might be able to stash him on the IL. I'm not sure yet.
I also like that guy.
Grayson Rodriguez?
No. My pick.
Kelly. I had him on my list.
I like it.
I'm on the clock. Who do I want?
I don't know, but you got to decide soon. Dansby.
Yeah, he could fill a util spot for me for a little while.
Yeah, had he still been there, he might have ended up in my last utility spot. As much as I didn't really want to pick him. Dang it, Lou.
On Luzardo?
Yes.
I thought about him. If things go wrong in that ballpark, though, things are going to go really wrong. Oh, I didn't know I had 2 more picks.
I have 3/5 of the Diamondbacks starting rotation.
Hurry up, Dom. I need to pick another person. And get my last pick.
Yeah. All right. Not what I wanted to do, but I can
Your
fix
draft
that.
has been completed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Lou put his last one as an auto pick.
He could jump back in since he's on mobile.
Yeah, I
We'll
did not
see.
mean to pick Hyber Ruiz, but I did intend to pick Christian Campbell out of my queue. I like Jimenez. I was surprised that nobody took a shot.
Always solid. See, and that worked out exactly how I hoped it would. Of like, yeah, he's been struggling, but like in my mind, Volpe's my utility and Jimenez is my middle infielder. And if Volpe struggles, I cut him. I don't care. Even though I had to pay up higher for him, but I paid for the potential upside in the lineup.
Yeah, definitely a solid lineup. Jake, will waivers be open immediately following the draft, or when are they going to open?
I think it's a 2-day period. I'd have to double check, but I think it's 2-day period after the draft.
All right, cool. Because I have to. There's no sense in having 2 catchers. That'll be off my team.
Mikey, did you take Mookie? You have Mookie, right?
Yes.
News literally just broke that he's sick and won't play in Tokyo.
The whole time.
Out for the series. 2
Two
games.
games.
Whatever.
2 games.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not worried about it.
no, it's just annoying. Like,
It'll be fun for real opening day.
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed my choice in the draft.
no, it's just annoying of like, oh, cool. I lose 2 games right off the bat from my stud. It's just annoying.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, that's it.
Ryan Presley is Mr. Irrelevant. Look at my draft is complete with Stephen Kwan.
Love it.
Man,
Love that pick, by the way,
man.
Dom. Love that pick.
Stephen Kwan, best
Yeah.
pick.
Dude, it was the,
That
it was
might
the
be the
steal
steal
of the draft, if we're
draft.
being honest.
Amen.
If he
But
breaks
he's gonna win,
DiMaggio's 56
MVP.
game hitting streak and wins the batting title, maybe I'll say
Yeah.
it wasn't a reach, but I still think it was. In this
All of
format.
these things are realistic.
But he has to do both of those things. The batting title alone is not enough.
Well, I'll have a lot of reason to watch that 2-game series with Smith, Freeman, Muncy, Happ. Horner's probably not going to be ready, but that'll be fun.
Jake likes to affectionately call me Dodger Dom because I'm a modern baseball fan that doesn't hate on the Dodgers' success. I actually celebrate like greatness when we get to see it. And Jake drafted more Dodgers than me.
I got 3 of them.
Let the record be shown. I got 1.
I only have, mainly because Jared picked them all, but I only have 2 Braves. I could have had a third. I should have had a third. That's okay. Mikey, did you get any Braves?
Yeah,
Who did Jared leave for you?
I got Riley.
Ah, yeah, you did get Riley. Dave, did you get any Tigers?
Hell if I know.
Dave has been here physically this entire time, but mentally
No.
was
Not mentally.
was on another planet.
Sorry, I was just focused and listening to what you guys were saying. Here, I'm looking at my lineup right now. I did not get any Tigers.
All right, boys. I'm gonna go to bed since I gotta be up in 5 hours, like I said.
Yeah, go ahead and wrap it up, Dom, for the live stream. You can send us out.
I mean, this was fun. I'm glad that we did this. Would have been great to have more of the league here. I wish everyone here, as well as the ones that didn't join live, good luck this season. And tune in to some modern baseball this season, whether it's at the ballpark locally to you or on TV or on the radio. I know we in this community love the history of the game, but the history of the game is happening every single day. There's more legacies being written, stories, games, storylines, things to follow. So don't sleep on the modern game, man. It's fun. So start your own fantasy league, follow the game closer, and enjoy the 2025 Major League Baseball season. Everyone have a good night.
God bless.
See y'all.